Another one. We the best.
Alright, this video is about how to import and export in Corel Draw. Alright, import is to bring an item, a picture or a file into Corel Draw workspace like this, and export is to take an object, usually a picture or a design, from Corel Draw and send it out or save it elsewhere in a JPEG or picture format. So let's start with import. I'm going to show you two ways to import. One is to use the icon that I'm pointing to right here. You can see where my mouse is going, this place. You can see that is export. You see this is import. If I click on this, I can import this picture. You can see the picture is hanging right there. If I click enter, the picture drops in its full size. Okay, let's delete and do it again. Another way to do the same thing is to click that same import, click on the image, click on the import right here. You see that? And now instead of clicking enter, I will just draw it. I will click down with the left click and drag it out to the size I want. You see, that way it doesn't come out so looking big. I actually size it as I want, and I can always extend the size anyhow I want it. Let's start it again. So now we've learned to use this icon, but you can see that there is also a command, a shortcut for it, which is Control I. Okay, so we're going to try that now. We'll press Control on our keyboard, we'll press letter I on our keyboard, and that is import. Brings us to the same place, and if you click on this, you'll be importing that to the screen. So that's about import. Now let's try to export. Right, let's try to export the same item. Or let's even try to export everything on the screen plus this text. Okay, to do that, of course, I'd have to group them together. Okay, and that is simply highlighting both items and pressing Ctrl G, or simply clicking on grouping, which is this button right here, group. Good. Now to export, we can use this right here. Ctrl E is the shortcut, but we can use this icon. Click. Now it's asking us where do we want to save it. Let's take it to documents, or rather let's take it to desktop and just call it export. Okay, let's just save it as that. Now that is exporting. It's going to show us, we're going to have something that looks like this. Why do we have all these checkers boxes here? Because it's transparent. There is no color in the background here or here. If I click on this, I uncheck this transparency, then you can see that it's looking just like white background. Okay, so that's that. If I click on that, okay, it has been exported. Before we go and check what we exported, another way to export is to simply use the shortcut Ctrl E. Yes, and then we can name that XP. Okay, XP, click on export. It comes to the same place, and this time around we're going to remove the transparency before we click OK. Good. Now let's go check out what we have exported on both sides. So we go to our desktop right here, and then we'll see what the two files look like. We have exported them. This is EXP, and we exported. Looks like EXP, and that is how to import and export. You can practice yours and let's see.